emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Ford Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Off the play fake. Bryant, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Looking to throw. Bryant going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check the backer.
Back to throw. Bryant is going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bryant. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Bryant.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Rosen will throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Lions, nothing.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Second and 10.
Play action here with Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Off play action. Bryant. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rosen. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
They can't see us.
A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 21, Lions 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the give, this is their fullback. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Trucks over him, fighting his way through contact. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Bryant. He finds his man, complete. That's Welch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check back 21. Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, let's go, let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw. Bryant.
Open man is Quintez Cephus.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check back. 45, 45. Mike, 45. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Off the play fake. Bryant rolling to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Bryant dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quintez Cephus.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play. Slowing.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
He finds his man complete. That's Harvey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A final shot before break. Bryant. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
There on the coverage.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Smash, smash. Bring it. Check, check, check.
A final shot before break. Bryant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
My boy.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Detroit.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They run the counter now on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Bryant. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Lions 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons.
Great job.
A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows?
Now the pressure comes. moves, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's get off the field. Check. Lucky. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, keep it up. 6 guys. Check 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Looking to throw. Bryant. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rosen. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Lions 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here I come. Hey, check, like 21.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Matthews. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
56. Mike's 56. Let's go, D. Check smash. It's going to be a long day. 56 to Mike. Back in 60. Watch the play.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets around him. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Mike 15.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Lions 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 56. It's our time. It's our time.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Blue Dan. Mike 56.
And now it's Rosen looking.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Come on, let's go. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jevon Holland. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Off the play fake. Matthews. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You got nothing.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, D. Reload.
4th down. Here's Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Lions, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.